I'm Olivia.
I'm Bree.
And I'm Sydney, and we're demonstrating photosynthesis through baking.
We're using baking as a platform to demonstrate the process of photosynthesis, and that is important
Because photosynthesis provides food energy for heterotrophs, including humans, and is responsible for the presence of oxygen in our atmosphere. All living things need photosynthesis to survive.
Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and some other organisms use sunlight, foods from CO2 and water.
The formula for photosynthesis is 6CO2 plus 6H2O equals C6H12O6 plus 6O2.
Photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplast.
Light reactions occur in the thylakoid.
And the Calvin cycle occurs in the stroma. Reactions.
Turning on the oven represents photons being absorbed by photosystems 1 and 2, exciting the electrons to move.
Representing water is correct. Splitting the egg whites from the yolk, demonstrating water splitting into hydrogen and oxygen.
Oil was added to the egg whites. This represents ADP combining with H plus proton. Oil and eggs are mixed. The H plus protons move through ATP synthase to form a positive proton gradient.
The cake mix is added with water, representing excited electrons combining with NADP+. The cake powder is mixed with water, representing the electrons bouncing on the electron transport chain, moving from photosystem 2 to make ATP to photosystem 1 to make NADPH.
Calvin cycle.
Light-dependent reactions happen in the thylakoid.
And light-independent reactions occur in the Calvin cycle, which is located in the stroma.
The ingredients for today's cooking show is
Protons,
ADP,
NADP+,
and the products are
ATP,
and NADH.
Combine egg mix and cake mix to make cake batter. Representing the non-cyclical flow provides all the products needed for the Calvin cycle.
Next, we dye the cake batter orange. To represent there is not enough NADP+, the electron travels back through the pumps.
representing cyclic flow. The batter and food dye are mixed. There is NADP+ from the Calvin cycle, which causes electrons to travel from photosystem 2 to photosystem 1. The ingredients for this Calvin cake are
RuBP,
ATP,
NADH,
and the products are 2G3PS, which is
glucose,
ADP,
and NADP+.
Pigments involved. Green sprinkles are mixed with green frosting to represent CO2 combined with RuPB to make PGA, which is carbon fixation.
Oreo crumbles are added to the green icing, representing the addition of phosphates to the PGA after ATP is split.
Strawberries are added to the icing. Reduction occurs by NADPH reducing the compound because of the addition of an electrons creating G3P.
The leftover icing and sprinkles are separated and the cake is done. This is where regeneration occurs. The G3P is converted back into RuBB so that the cycle can repeat. After this repeats, 2 sets of G3Ps are joined to make glucose. Go.
The cake is green because it represents the chloroplast, which contains chlorophyll and gives off a green color. The chlorophyll absorbs red and violet wavelengths. It appears green because it reflects green wavelengths. This helps excite electrons.
Electron carriers.
When photosystem 2 absorbs light, electrons are excited to a higher energy level and captured by the primary electron acceptor. Photoexcited electrons travel to photosystem 1 through an electron transport chain in the thylakoid membrane.
Electrons attached to NADP+, making NADPH, carrying them from chlorophyll to other molecules. NADP plus is found in both the light-dependent reactions, the cake, to the Calvin cycle, the icing. It is reduced in reducing compounds by donating electrons.
The end!